Hello there and welcome to this yet another project here, a full stack application, and this time we'll be building a modern hospital management system. And when this application here loads, we see this homepage here, this beautiful homepage here, and you can scroll down and see about us page, our team and the footer. But when you stay at this page here for some while, you'll be prompted to log in just like many other websites do. So you can see this prompt here prompting you to enter the email and the password in order for you to log in. If you don't want to log in, you can close with that close button there, but I just want us to log in and see how the application works. So I'll just click here login. So the first thing that I want you to notice is that we don't have a part here for creating our account. So, and this is because I just want the admin to be the one who will be registering the users or will be creating other account. So first of all, let's log in as admin and create other accounts. So let me log in here. This is the email for the admin and then the password here. So we can add this as password there and let's log in. When you log in as admin, you will be redirected to this dashboard here, admin dashboard here, and you can see the users here. So if you want to delete the user, you can just click there and delete, but this time I don't want us to delete, so we just cancel. So another thing that you can do is now to register user. So when you register a user or you create an account, that user should receive an email. So first of all, let us register and see the email that will be sent. So we just create something. Okay, let me call this jamesguru email and then add this email here for our user, this one here, and then we create the password for that person. You can add anything that you want, but you should give that person the email and the password that they should use to log in into the application. So this person here we should add as a patient. So we select this person should be a patient. So you should submit now, register, and if you come here, you can see we have added this account here, this James here, James 2023, and you can see is a patient. So after a while, if you come into the inbox, you can see we have this email that have been sent, and this email is for welcoming this user into this application, or they will notify them that they have been registered in this account and they can log in. So now another thing that I want is to add other account, because we'll access different parts of this application. So the second one, we can just add John Doe as another user, and we can use another email here. This time I'll be using my email, another email of mine. So just like that, and then you can give this password. I'll be using the same password because I don't want to forget. So this time we'll add this user as doctor. So then we submit that, and if you come here, you can see the user have been added. So let's create another person. This time we can call this person do something of the sort. The email can be anything, can be Benjamin. You can give this email here, this email here, and then I will be using the same password if you remember, and then this person should be reception, and then let's submit. So let's add another person, a person for the finance, because these are the parts that we will include in our application. So this time I'll call this person John, again John Doe, and the email is different. This time I'll be using this email here. So let me add this, and then the password is the same, and then now this person is finance. So you can click there, and now you can come here and see the user that have been created. You can see now we have in our application we have these 5 users here, and you can see we have pagination here. This is because if you want to if we have many users, we can navigate using this pagination down here. So I just want us to log out and log in now as reception. So this time we'll use this, we log in as reception or receptionist. So we can create that and look at the role of the reception. So we can add the email and the password there, and let's log in. So when you log in with the email of the reception, you can see you will be redirected to the reception side. So in our application, the role of this reception here is to add a patient or to admit a patient, admit the patient who want to be treated or something of the sort. So to add the patient, you can just click here, and then you can give this person this name here. Remember, we created an account for this email here as a patient. So we just create this email here. We just add this patient. You can see the resident is Texas, something of the sort, and then room number. The room number can be anything. You can give to 3 or something, or anything that you want. The admission number is the number that patient will be given when he is being or she is being admitted, and then you can add any like ID number or security number. So let's add here, and you can see now we have this user or patient that have been admitted, this James Doe. So another thing that I want to show you is that we'll have a report after somewhere. After somewhere you can see these background services in our application will generate a report and then send to this email here, because I have specified it to send the report here. So this is the report that will be sent, and this report is for those people or those patients who have been admitted. So I specified that it should check into the database after 1 minute and check if there is any patient that have been admitted, and then create this report here as CSV or Excel file, and then it is sent to this email here. You can specify these background services to run after every day once. Maybe you specify the time it should maybe run every day at noon or in the midnight, and then check for those admin that have been admitted, and then send that report to the person relevant. It might be the manager or the person who owns this hospital. So this is one of the functionality that we include or that we build. So after that, now we are done with the reception. So let's log out. So I need us to log in as doctor. So if you remember, we used this email here as the email for the doctor, or we created account for doctor using this email, and this is the password. So let's go to the side of the doctor. So we have this doctor here and we have this patient here. So the role of doctor here is to check for the appointment. If there is no appointment, it will show that there is no appointment, but you can just come here and then click here if you want to add treatment to this here, this person here or this patient here. So this he can click, or the doctor can click this add here. So the name of treatment, we can call this therapy. I'm not very familiar with medical terms, so I'm just using this drug here, and then doctor name, we can call this Dr. James, can add here Dr. James, and treatment we can add just a therapy, and status, you can see the status of patient is fair, of that patient is fair, and the bill, if there's any bill, we can add it as any. For now we'll add 200, like $200, and then maybe click here. add the date and then submit. So when this treatment is being added, this user here should get that treatment here, or he will receive or she will receive an email in the inbox to notify that they have received the treatment. So if you come here, you can see there is an email that has been sent, and it will include the treatment that has been done. So you can see treatment done for your therapy, and then the name of the treatment. And if you open this attachment here, you will see the treatment description here. Remember, we added the description as just therapy. That's why you are seeing this therapy here. But this is the description. The description of the treatment that have been done will be included here. So if maybe the user has a person who is looking at them, they are not, or it is not a must they go to the hospital in order to get updates. They will get updates through the email. So they will just need to log into the user or the patient email, or their emails, and then they will receive the email on how the patient is, or the treatment that the patient is going through. They will be notified at real time when the doctor adds the treatment or diagnoses that patient. So now I just want us to log out and then log in as patient now. So you just come here. Remember, we use this email here as email for the patient, this one here. So remember, I'm using my emails because I don't have so many emails that I can use, and this project is very big, so I'm using some of my email so that you can see we have an email that we have used, this one for the patient. So we can add this here, that email, and then we can add this password here. So when you log in here, you can see everything that is included here. You can see if there is any treatment here, and if the patient wants to include or want to book an appointment with the doctor. So what will happen, this patient can click here, and then you will be prompted to add date that you want to book for an appointment, and then he can add the date, like this date here, and then say book for the appointment. So this patient here has booked the appointment with this doctor here, and this doctor should receive an email. So let's see if our background services is running. So after a while, let's check at the doctor's email. So if you come here, if this is the doctor's email, let's confirm. So this is the doctor's email. So you can see when we added the account, you see we received the email. So we are now waiting for another email, this one here, that is notifying this doctor that they have an appointment. So this email, it will just come here and tell this doctor you have an appointment from jamesguru on this date, and again you can see even the attachment, but we haven't included anything in that attachment. So I just want us to log out, and let's log in now as a doctor and see if we can get that appointment in our account. So and then our password here, and then let us log in and come here to appointment, and you can see you have another appointment here coming. So this person have an appointment with you on this date. So this doctor can send an email to this patient, or they can contact this patient and maybe they schedule on how they will do the appointment or the time that they will do the appointment. So let me log out, and now I want to log in as admin here. So let me log in here and delete user. So let me here, and then our password here for the admin, and then login. So if you come here, and maybe you want to delete this finance person here. Let me first of all not delete this for finance, because I will show you the finance side. So if you want to delete this person, just click here, and then you just click delete, and now it will load, and then you can that person have been deleted, or that user has been deleted. So I want us to log in as finance person, and you can just come here. Now let us log in as finance people. So we can just add the email and the password, and then let's log in, and you can see the side for this finance here. I haven't included a lot of these, but I just want if there's any bill, this finance person can search on it, and then if pending meaning it is not paid, they can toggle here and say, you can click here and maybe add the patient have paid this bill. So that's all that I wanted to show you there. So another thing that I want to add is to just come here and look at how this application will work. So I have included this drawing in order to show you how this application will look like, or how this application will work. So this one is, or this diagram here shows how this application will work. So we'll be having this front end here, and our front end will be using Angular and of course TypeScript, because TypeScript is inside the Angular, or it is included in Angular. And we have a backend that is, we'll be using Nodejs and TypeScript that will be responsible for CRUD operations. And we have our database that will be using SQL Server, or maybe Microsoft SQL Server, but you can even use any other database. And we have our background services that will be responsible for scheduling tasks, like the one for sending the report and sending emails to the user where relevant. So, and this is where we'll be using this cron to schedule tasks, like the one for sending email and getting the reports, or sending the report from our database. So you can see now this background services is independent, and it doesn't depend on this backend. It doesn't communicate with backend, or it doesn't communicate with our front end here. It just communicate with our database here. Check something in our database, and then execute task based on this scheduling here called cron. So now there are things that we'll be looking at Angular. So in Angular we'll just go through, or we'll be using modules, and these modules here include finance, reception, patient, and admin. So we'll have these modules here, and I created this module because I want you people to have like a mindset of scalability. So when we assume this application will scale to have so many people developing it in the future, or adding other features, so those modules can be assigned to different teams of developers, and that's why I have included these modules. So another thing that we'll be looking is lazy loading. You know, if you have worked with Angular for some time, you know lazy loading works well with the modules. And then we'll be using pipes for searching. We'll be using guards in order to protect our routes and activate our routes. And then we'll have services to fetch our data from our backend. We'll be using pagination, and we'll be using reactives and template forms. So these are the things that we'll be checking in our front end. In our backend, we'll be looking at CRUD operations. We'll be using TypeScript, so we learn how to use TypeScript with Node.js in the backend, and we'll be using REST API to do the task that is required by this front end here. So in our database here, we'll be using stop procedure rather than pure query, and we can go ahead and look for the advantages of stop procedures, and you'll see that stop procedures are very efficient, and they make your database very fast. So in our background services, we just create this background services is just a backend application, a very small application, but the aim of this background services is to schedule tasks and to separate concern. This one should handle the task for sending this email and generating this report. So that is all that I wanted to show you and explain in this diagram here. So you will be asking yourself, what are the prerequisites for creating this beautiful system? And you only need to know a little bit of Angular and then TypeScript and Nodejs, and then you'll be set to go. I will go in a small or slow pace in order for you people to grasp the complex concept that I'll be using in this application. And if you go through every video and then complete this project, I'm assuring you that you'll be in a good place, or you'll be understanding, have a proficiency in Angular, and even you can use this application here as your school project, or you can just start creating other systems using this mode of coding or developing of software. So that's all that I wanted to tell you. So with that, if you haven't subscribed, kindly subscribe, like this video so that it gets more people, and then I'll see you when we start coding this application. Have a great day.